small Texas town, a child is awakened to faith, social strata, and the materialism oil money provides. Mother told me my birth story. She shared a room with another woman who recently had given birth. Mother began to feed me. 2 nurses walked in to the other bed. They told the woman her baby had not lived. Although Mom did not act on it, she said to the woman, "You can have my baby. I already have 2 at home." In 1960, when I was 3 years old, my family moved. Mother turned into the driveway. We were looking at a white brick 3-story house with maids' quarters on almost an acre. The house was named Beauregard Manor. In the next months, we hired a maid and yard man. Our house was built in 1939. There were details about the home that playmates, especially their mothers, commented on, like the mail slot allowing mail to land inside was envied, a servant call system, plus the motorized stair lift we called the electric chair. Novel was the screened-in porch. Some mornings, the room's glass-topped table would be set for breakfast. Mother called the prep school in Kentucky. She, Dad, and I flew to the bluegrass state. What was supposed to be a type of discipline unfolded into a lovely New England-style boarding school on 5 acres with an indoor pool, tennis court, and an English writing program. Although becoming a senior prefect, I did pull a stunt that delayed my departure for spring break. I missed being a weekend guest with the Reverend Billy Graham. It was 1975, and I was off to Bennett College, a 2-year junior college with old-world buildings on the grounds of rolling hills. The campus was walking distance to the village of Millbrook, New York. There were a variety of academic options. I was drawn to early childhood development, equestrian science, and fashion design. My introduction to New York City had been anything but typical. My suite mate's father was the president of ABC, and there were Middle Eastern princesses down the hall. I just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Mom was growing tired of listening to me complaining about my restlessness. She made a suggestion. "You should go to California. There are people out there like you." I arrived in Santa Barbara. I took job ideas from influential movies like Rebecca. The narrator was a ladies' companion who received room, board, and a stipend. Summer was coming to an end. It was during this time, driving through Montecito after a polo match, that I hatched a plan. I would return to school. I discovered Mills College in Oakland. I soaked in the sanctuary of a 135-acre campus. I was restless. Back in Texas, I packed for Europe while Mom enlightened me. Just because someone lives in a chateau or someone has a title, like Count, doesn't mean they have money. Dad's advice was heavier. If you smoke pot over there, they'll put you in jail and throw away the key. When I arrived in Paris, I found the hotel, a traditional townhouse from the 16th century, offering a glimpse of the South Tower of Notre Dame. After a week, I decided to make my way to Rome. The English bookstore at Piazza di Spagna had a bulletin board for job postings. I took a job idea from the movie Mary Poppins, The Sensible Nanny. My year anniversary in Rome was approaching. Mother's suggestion was to go to Israel, to the Holy Lands. There, I followed a narrow street. At the high stone wall with the large green metal gate, a chain dangled. When pulled, it rang the bell of a convent. The gate slowly opened. "Come in, my dear." After living in Israel for a year, I decided to return to the States to meet my future. I found a shared living situation in Santa Cruz, just a couple of houses from the beach. I often saw my neighbor from my window with his archetypal sun-kissed surfer hair. We would see each other out on our street. My housemate commented, "Something is going on between you two." One evening I shared with my neighbor that I was looking for a life partner. I told him that I didn't need another friend. Grinning when he said, "You are not typical." We had our intimate church wedding. A year and a half later, a home birth. Eventually, our daughter was enrolled in the Waldorf school, and there the adults were introduced to Rudolf Steiner and his anthroposophy. A sepia-toned postcard was sent around the room, a photo of an exotic double cupola building created out of wood with a slate roof. It was called the Goetheanum. "I've got to see this place." The presenter responded. It burned. The official brochure for the Anthroposophical Studies in English program to be held at the Goetheanum arrived. With my visa in place, we moved to Switzerland. What I gleaned is that I am a spiritual being in a physical body having a human experience. I'm an earth dweller with tasks, karma, and a destiny. To be continued.